Hey man,
Hey, what's going on, bro?
nothing much.
Cool, cool. How'd it go yesterday?
No show, unfortunately.
Shit happens. Couple things that you can do um to help kill that no-show is pre-framing when you're booking them.
Okay.
So go ahead and pull up your Instagram account, and we'll take a look at some of the DMs and I'll give you some
Um,
pointers and we'll see, where we're
yeah, I noticed on my computer it doesn't have
all the tags.
the yeah, but I do tag my things. Like if you look at my phone, it's nice
Okay.
and organized. But did you want to start at the bottom?
Wherever you want to start at, man. Let's check the most recent ones that came in
Okay.
and see the quality of those.
Okay.
Okay, first thing, they have no profile. Look
I
at the,
noticed that.
okay. Appreciate you reaching out. Yes. Okay, that's good. Okay, so right here, all of this is great. There's two things. One, he says he has a 632 and a 752. Okay, that's a big fucking difference.
Hmm.
That means he has something negative on one of the reports or something that's holding him back. Usually, that big of a difference is not just utilization.
Okay.
Okay, if it was like, 700 and, 750, okay, maybe you got one credit card that's reporting to just one, bureau, and maybe that one card is maxed out. But this says that there's a negative or something on something. So,
Okay.
um, second thing, this is good here. Are you already using business credit cards or have you mainly been funding things with personal cards? Not at all, never used my business for anything. Not at all, never used my business for anything. Hmm. So don't try. I know. Are you getting a lot of messages?
No, I'm not.
Okay. So since you're not getting a lot of messages, try not to be so robotic. Okay. What I mean
Okay.
is don't be afraid to ask people shit like regular, bro. Like, not at all, never use my business for anything. What do you mean you don't use your business for anything?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Oh, well, I started the business a long time ago, but I never did shit with it. Oh, okay. So why is it that you're looking to get something now? Are you trying to start up that same business? Are you looking to do something different?
Okay.
Here, setting is just as much fucking closing. Like it's pre-framing people. If you can't get them interested enough, they're never going to book a call with you.
Hmm.
Okay. So if you're just asking, again, surface level questions, right? You're going to get these surface level responses. Okay, sounds good. Not at all, right? These one word responses, that's what you're getting because that's all you're asking for,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So we have to try to change the way that we ask things sometimes, right? So what I ask here is, you're asking all the right things, but you're just skipping to the next one. Okay, okay, okay. And then at the end of the day, even if this person was like great and we go and send them the link, they're not gonna book shit.
Like he
There's
like
no interest. They're like, okay, well, one, I didn't learn that nothing. One, I don't feel like this guy gave me shit. Like, why should I book a call with him? You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So here's where you build the interest, right? If you do the setting correctly, by the time they get on that sales call, they're already fucking sold. And you don't have to the sales are easy because you've already handled most of the objections here in the DMs. You've already built interest, and especially since you're doing the setting and the closing, you already know who you talk to.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So right when they get on the calls, like, hey, what's up, man? So I remember we were speaking in the DMs and you said, you were this, that, and the other. So let's jump into that. Let me show you how I can solve those problems.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And your sales calls you're closing them in 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
if we just do this surface level stuff here, one, we're just hoping that they desperately need money and they're like, okay, well, fuck it. I'm gonna book with this guy. But once they see your ad, they're gonna see somebody else's ad, somebody else's ad, because that's how the algorithm works. And if they do the shit a little bit better, and you didn't catch these people that as soon as they came into you, somebody else is gonna snatch them up. Because it's not that they don't need the funding, it's we didn't pull enough information out of them to make them interested enough to be like, damn, I have to fucking show up to this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows some shit I don't know, and that's what I need. You know what I'm
Okay. Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So start asking landscaping business. Oh, awesome, man. How long have you been doing that for? Why did you do that? Is that what you want to keep doing? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's hard work, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So it's
Like
like kind of like
that's
a
something that
conversation with a friend that you haven't had and like you haven't seen in a
exactly
while. Okay.
because that's what's going to get them to keep responding to you. That's going to get them to open up and tell you shit. People, since they're hiding behind a message, they're more open and they'll tell you shit in here that they'll never say to you face to face on a sales call.
Hmm.
So the more information that you can get out of them here, and you don't have to give price or nothing like that, right? The way that you do it is when it comes to that, it's listen, I can give you an average, you know what I'm saying, of about what people spend with me, but really I build custom plans and that's how I sell, right? I
Yeah.
don't do cookie cutter prices, right? But we know we do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they don't need to know that because at the end of the day, you are building a custom plan for them,
Hmm.
and that price fee is designed for them. Because if they didn't want to pay you in full and you just took a deposit or you took, that's a custom plan for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when we get there, let's see the how what I say is when they ask for price is um I can either charge a percentage of the amount funded or a flat fee. Usually we discuss that on a Zoom call once I know for sure that I can help you, and from there we can, come up with the plan that makes sense for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that one because the one I have is like is not. Let me tell you the one I have.
Okay.
Um, 'Cause I think I fumbled the bag on some of those cost objections. One of them is we keep pricing flexible. Most clients prefer a flat fee, others a small percentage of the total funding. Once you're ready, I'll build a custom strategy for your situation and we'll go over pricing options that make most sense for you. Sound fair?
That's
Is that
good.
good?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good. That's good. You're saying the same thing. So I can
Okay.
charge a flat fee or I can charge a percentage of the amount funded, right? And the way that I pitch my so when I sell, I have two tiers. I have a like tier one clients who are like they're ready for funding right now, and I can get them, 50 to 100K. And then I got tier two clients who are like, maybe I can get them, 20 to 50K, or maybe they need a little bit of work before we can get there. And
Hmm.
I'll change the price depending on what they need, right? So if they're ready and I'm like, bro, I know I can get at least 80, 100 grand, right? I'll tell them, look, we can do a percentage. We normally charge 10%. So if we get you 100, 150, you're looking at paying 10,000, $15,000. And then they're like, but that's standard for our industry.
Hmm.
But, however, since you're looking at getting over $100,000, you know, what we can do is offer you a flat fee. And that flat fee is $8,000, a $2,000 deposit and $6,000 once we deliver. Make
Got
sense?
it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Then they're like, well, shit, I paid $2,000. Now that saves you, right? You get a deposit. The faster you can get them funded, you'll get your other half. The customer feels safe. And then that deposit, if you don't get them, you have to get them at least 20 grand to not have to refund any money. You know what I'm saying? As long
Yeah.
as you get them a minimum of $20,000, you're in the clear. Anything more than that is a cherry on top for them, you know?
Yeah, that makes
So
sense. Yeah, I see.
it's an easier point of entry for everybody. And you can tell them, look, that $2,000 deposit is for optimization, right? We're going to build out your plan. I'm going to tell you, hey, look, we got to clean these things up over here. I need you to go open up a bank account over here. I need you to go season it, put some money in there, do a couple of things. I'm going to help you guide you through all that. That's what that $2,000 deposit is for,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah.
So try not to give away the price in the DMs. Always use a message like that. If they're really adamant on price, just say, uh, is price, what I always try to do is reverse it back to them. So I understand price is your main concern, but are you just looking for the cheapest price or are you looking for somebody who can get you the most money? And they say, oh, well, I need the most money, but, I need a cheapest price too. Okay, well, I'm not the cheapest person. So when you
Yeah.
take things away from people, they need to qualify themselves again. Then they'll be like, oh no, no, well, I want the best value. I want somebody who's going to do it right and get the most money, even if it's a little bit more, then it'll be okay. But so that's how you adjust that. But for this person here, I mean, he's not bad. Need to get a roll on it based on everything you give me. Yes, what about Tuesday? Okay. Did he book a call?
No.
Okay.
And
What,
that's one thing I noticed. I was going over my DMs this morning before our call and everything, and I was like, I used to follow up a lot better at the beginning, and then I need to like block out time on my calendar to make sure
why
I'm
is it too much? Do you have too much other things going on?
No, I get lost in the sauce, man. I'm sitting here and then like I'm trying to film a video and then a lead comes in, so I'm like, okay, let's text the lead. And then I'm back to the video, they're responding. And then, I still have some credit repair clients I'm helping out too. So they're calling my phone. And then I'm also I have like before we hopped on a call, I had like three tabs open of the ATMA course. There's so much information I'm learning. It's just I get lost, man.
Yeah.
So
So what I would recommend is get a VA. Okay.
a VA.
Yeah, get a VA from the Philippines. I have one I can recommend for you. They cost anywhere from 100 to 300 bucks for the week. Okay.
Mhm.
And I have mines trained to handle the first like two messages. Okay. Meaning the first message that goes out, hey, thanks for reaching out, da da da, until they get their credit score. If their credit score is over 700, they'll move that over to primary, right? And then you can answer that. If their credit score is under, 700, then they send them, "Oh, okay, well, doesn't look like you're ready for funding right now, but if you need help with credit repair or something like that," and they send another link and they ship them. Okay. Now you are only focusing on the good leads, which will help free up some time, and you can let somebody else for $100 a week or something take care of all the shit for you. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes
With
sense.
that is, you just need to teach them to label everything and still monitor it so that way you can track whether how good your ads are doing. Okay. Just tell
Mm.
them don't delete anything, just label them. Right. And at the end of the day, what you do is you go through and you count all the shipped and you see what ad they fucking came from and you mark it down. All the leads or all the flags, right? Flags are all the people that we sent the link to.
Hmm.
Check them. Did any of those people book? If they did, go back and label them as booked. All the ones that are marked as flagged, the next morning, you should be hitting them back up right after. If I sent this to him today and he hasn't booked in a couple of hours, I would, hey, what's up, man? I haven't seen your name pop up on my calendar. Did the link not work for you? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And they'd be like, oh no, no, my bad, I was working. I get to it right now. And then you'll see them, then they'll go in there and they'll book the call. You know? So a lot of times though, if they're not booking here, it's because we didn't sell it enough,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
We asked them, oh yeah, yeah, come book it. Nobody really wants to get on a Zoom call, waste their time doing all that shit if they couldn't get any answers from you here, right?
Yeah.
Think about when you buy shit, right? When I buy shit, if somebody's like very vague with me, if they're not trying to answer my shit, you know, I'm not gonna waste my time joining a Zoom call and doing all that unless I'm like, I really need this shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to, in the DMs, we have to tell them, hey, why do you need this? You're in landscape. Is that what you're trying to get funding for? What do you need the funds for? Same way you would in your sales call, right?
Hmm.
But if we can do it here, you will close a lot more people.
Okay.
I promise you, all the people will book, they'll show up. I have people that be reminding me, hey, you good for our call tomorrow? I'm like, God damn, bro, I was about to just, I was gonna call you, bro. They're like, I'm just making sure, man. I'm trying to get this shit going. Everything you talked about, that's what I need,
Okay.
And they're showing up to those calls. They're on there before you, and they're ready. And they're like, just what do I need? Just tell me what else I need to do. Where do I sign? Where do I pay? Like, let's get this shit done. But that only comes from having those same kind of conversations that you have, you know, on the closings, practice here in the DMs. That's what helps you get better at closing, right? It's a lot easier to say the right question at the right time in messages like this than on the spot, right? Now
Yeah.
we can build good rapport with them here, and for sure they're gonna start booking the call. Cool.
Okay. Yeah. And I've always had this question is so normally like they come from an ad, it's an ad inquiry, but then some of them are labeled high intent. But like sometimes they'd be like shitty ass leads.
So that is sometimes that's a label that you can either click and add on there, or that's a label that Instagram has recently added, meaning that this person clicks on a bunch of people's shit.
Okay.
That's all it means. It means like he has high intent, meaning like he's clicked on a bunch of these before. And so there's a high intent for him to interact with you.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm,
And then as far as knowing whether if the ads are good or it's our setting that's bad, if we're getting people with 700 credit scores and they're not booking, it's our setting. If the messages are coming in and their credit scores are lower than 700, then it's the ads.
okay.
Okay. So if we're getting a bunch of 700 people and you're like, bro, nobody's fucking booking, it's not that your ads are bad. They're bringing in the right people. We have to work better here, building up that intensity on what you're doing here is you're selling the call.
Hmm. Okay.
You're
Okay.
selling the call. Yeah, man, on our call, I'll build you out a full strategy. I'll show you exactly what you would need to do. I'll give you all the steps. Sell the call. That's the importance of the call. If we're not selling the call in the DMs, they're never going to fucking show up. They're never
Yeah.
even going to book. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So, same way that you do with the sales calls, just dig a little bit deeper. These
Okay.
people want questions. They're asking questions. So, I'm telling you to save you a lot of time on your sales calls.
Okay. Yeah.
When I was doing the setting and the closing, it was ridiculous. I was closing people over the phone. I didn't even do Zoom calls because the DMs and everything was good. I've closed people $8,000 over the phone. Hey, cool. I'll send you the invoice. Never even seen their face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you get good at pulling out, why are you reaching out to me, bro? What
Mm.
caught your attention about my ad? Everybody needs money. Everybody is 0%. That's everybody's reason. Let them tell you, oh, I need money. Cool. For what? How's that going to help you? You know what I'm saying? If I
Yeah.
gave you 100 grand right now, how would that change things for you? What would you do? Cool. Take it away. What happens if you don't get that 100 grand? Gotcha. So tell you what, man, I don't work with too many clients, but if you could find a time on my calendar, you know what I'm saying, spots fill up quick, I'll help you out.
Now, how would you incorporate that with also qualifying them?
What do you mean during like the entire process?
Yeah, because you were talking about like, okay, so how much, like, I appreciate you for reaching out, like, what caught your attention? And
Yeah.
then like, how would you incorporate like, what got your attention? How much do you need funded? What if you like, you don't get the 100K? Uh, how would you incorporate that with qualifying them? Like also asking like, what's your credit score? What business are
The
you
same way,
in?
man. Same exact way. So I transition it when once you get their pain, right? Then you offer the solution. Okay, so the first couple messages is, "Hey, thanks for reaching out." Right? What
Mhm.
type of business? What type of, what type of business do you have, and what's your credit score? Okay,
Mhm.
that's the first fucking message. If they're not saying a 700 plus, that's your main qualifying questions is right there. As long as they got a 700 credit score, you know the rest of it's probably decent. Okay.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to how I can help, okay, awesome, man. So what we do is 0% business credit cards. I'm usually able to get you 2 to 3 times your personal credit limits. So if you were to add all your credit cards up together, how much do you have? Oh, about 20K. Okay, awesome, man. So that'll put you in about like the 40 to 60K range. Would that work for you? Yes, that would. Okay, great. And just to make sure, bro, we do need to have a good profile, for this. And you don't have to do too much qualifying if you already have a pre-qualification form when they click on your link. Is it just going straight to calendar?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I would do is change it to where there's a questionnaire form, okay,
Okay.
that they have to answer before they get to book a call. And you can put a little VSL video. Hey, listen, this is for 0% business credit card stacking. You do need a 700 plus credit score. You do need a active LLC. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
then you can have them book in 1 or 2 spots. If you have all of that and you're ready for funding, book a funding call. If you need help getting your shit together, book a fucking credit call, a credit strategy call. You know what I'm saying? That way you know who you're dealing with, and then you can adjust the qualifications for each one accordingly. That
Yeah.
will help filter out a lot of the people that shouldn't be on your calendar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
So there's a whole section on that. I don't know if Javi still has it though, but you use a go high level.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay. So you can just add in like a type form section, in go high
Yeah.
level on
I'm
your
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Clarissa will help me set it up too. So
okay, yeah. Have her help you set it up, bro. And that will really help you because whatever questions, because then this doesn't really feel like you're interrogating them. it feels more like a friendly conversation. And then when they book the call, then they get asked all those qualifying questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you
Okay.
can make it, pretty short. Like, do you have a 700 plus? Do you have at least, 10,000 in credit card limits? Do you have this? Cool. You qualify. No, you don't? All right, here's another calendar. Go book for credit repair. Go book for
Oh,
credit strategy or something.
okay. Yeah.
Or at least you now have an idea of what they're coming in for when you get on the call with them.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then you already have an idea of how to price structure it before you ever jump on a call with them. Cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, boss. Any other questions?
How much time do we have left? I know we have
I got a call coming up in 3 minutes.
in 3 minutes. Okay, then we're good. Yeah, that's all I needed. It's not sound
No,
robotic.
you can always, you got my personal number, bro. You can always give me a call or something and, shoot me a text message. I can get back to you like that as well. But
Okay,
or we can always schedule some more of these. So
I would love to. I can schedule one for Friday.
yeah,
Awesome. Okay.
yeah. Whenever you want, I get Javi and Clarissa said whenever, however, so
Okay, awesome.
whoever. So yeah, whenever you want, brother.
Perfect.
Um, but yeah, just try to do that in the DMs, bro. Try to act like you're closing, bro. Okay,
Yeah.
not so much qualifying,
Mhm.
closing at the same time or qualifying. Oh, as soon as you see an opening, you jump in. Okay, well, do you have this? Because normally I work with people that have at least a 700 credit score. Oh, I'm usually able to get people 2 to 3 times how much conversational, but still qualifying, asking the same questions.
Yeah, and not sound robotic.
Right.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, Stephen. Always great information, man. Thank you.
All right, man. Take it easy, bro. Peace.
You too.